Now at 6, the sudden loss of a well-known fire chief, what we know about his death and the legacy he leaves behind.
And get ready for a dramatic temperature warm-up. Temperatures going into record territory before they drop nearly 50 degrees. I'll have the forecast.
Plus, riding the bus could cost you more in 2026. What to expect when using Indigo after the new year. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday night. I'm Jenny Renovich alongside meteorologist Rob Ellis. So we start tonight with the weather because we're in for quite a brutal change. I know Rob and others have been warning us about this. Roller coaster temps to come, and it sounds like literally every season within the span of like 48 hours.
Within the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
This is it. It is here. Now, the good news is in the short term, tonight through early tomorrow, it's pretty quiet.
Okay.
Temperatures may actually warm up overnight. So plans this evening are going to be in the 50s, maybe even close to 60. So let me show you what to expect. Temperature is going to be the big story in the short term. Right now we're seeing 40s and 50s, but approaching 60 degrees in Bedford and expecting to warm up. So take a look. Here's what will happen with the temperatures overnight. By tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., we could be close to 60 degrees. The record high for tomorrow is 65. I think we'll get very close to that, if not surpassing that in some locations, especially south of Indy, where you could get close to 70. Now, this will last into the afternoon. We could have a chance for some showers and storms, but look at the front. The first part of this will be the temperature change. We may go over the course of 6 hours from the 60s into the 20s, just over the course of 6 hours of time frame. I think by Monday early morning, we're going to be into the teens and 20s, and the colder air will be in place. The winds are also going to be very strong because that's what's helping to move all of that colder air into place. So as I mentioned, this is the quiet part of the forecast. Temperatures holding right around 50 degrees and then beginning to even warm up during the overnight. So if you have plans this evening, overall looking pretty good. Temperatures will then continue to warm up. We'll see some scattered showers by tomorrow afternoon, then a chance for storms. Yes, some strong storms. As the temperatures plummet, we see a change over to a little bit of mix and some snow in the forecast. There's a lot to talk about. I'll have it for you coming up in just a few.
All right, see you then, Rob. Thanks so much. Tonight, the Indianapolis Fire Department is mourning one of their own. IFD Battalion Chief Barry Riddle died this morning. IFD telling us he passed away unexpectedly on his way to work. No details yet how it happened. Chief Riddle joined the department back in 1986. IFD Chief Ernest Malone saying in part, quote, "Barry was a well-loved member of our department and proudly served for 39 years. He was a good firefighter and an even better man. Our deepest condolences to his wife Cheryl, sons Nicholas and Jacob, grandsons Atlas, and the entire Riddle family. For all of us who served with Barry, we are deeply saddened by his loss. He will be sorely missed." Tonight, police in Monroe County are searching for an armed and dangerous man after a chase on Christmas Day, and the suspect was captured on security cameras. So take a look here. This is who police are looking for. Investigators say he was driving a stolen Chevy Equinox when the chase started on Thursday. Police spotted the Chevy near South Rogers Street and South Rockport Road in Bloomington, but the driver took off, even crashed through a security gate and onto Monroe County Airport's tarmac. Deputies followed the stolen Chevy in Greene County, but the suspect is still on the loose and police believe he has a gun. If you recognize him, contact the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Firefighters tonight are warning about the dangers of lithium-ion batteries after a fire in Lafayette. Happened Tuesday at Brady Lane Self-Storage, and it's blamed on a lithium-ion battery. Fire crews say always avoid overcharging these batteries. Charge big items like e-bikes and scooters outside and store lithium ions in a cool, dry place. Also, discard the batteries only at a recycling location, not in the trash. Several local families are recovering from fires on Christmas Day. In fact, Fire Angels, a nonprofit in Johnson County, is now helping a family of 6 that lost their home in Martinsville over the holiday. The Brooklyn Fire Department posted these pictures of kids getting some rest with items donated so far. They still need clothes and shoes for an 8-year-old boy, a 7-year-old girl, a 5-year-old boy, and a 3-year-old boy. The family also lost most of their Christmas presents in this fire. We're talking with them this evening. You can hear how they're trying to recover, how you can help tonight on 13 News at 11. All right, at the start of the new year, you could pay more to ride the bus in Indianapolis. For the first time in 16 years, Indigo fares are going up. Our Ella Rhodes spoke with riders about the change.
On New Year's Day, it'll cost you $1 more to ride an Indigo bus, from $175 to $275 for a 2-hour unlimited fare. An increase too steep for riders like Amanda Quick.
I understand why it's going up, but the cost of living raises, they all go up. But people who are disabled and live and use the bus every day like I do, it's a big jump, especially when you're on a fixed income.
The daily fare cap will change too, from $4 to $6, along with the weekly fare cap, from $15.75 to $24.75. A price David Burgess says he refuses to pay.
We're not going to be riding the bus passes because it's too much money for a bus fare. Just a day bus pass $6, half fare $2.75. It's just going to be too much.
With inflation, the cost of fuel and operations, Indigo says it needed to bump up the fare, a decision its board voted on in August.
It's really not reasonable, and most people's not really going to ride the buses anymore with the prices going up like they are. It's just honestly ridiculous to me. It's just not worth it, really.
The new price doesn't leave riders without a car like Shane another option.
It's a lot of stress because a lot of people really don't have that much money to do it. And if you really don't have much money and you're trying to get to point A to point B, and it's really hard because you're not going to want to walk everywhere.
Jamal Foster says it's not affordable for the people who need it.
You got people on the buses, struggling to get $4. Now you're going to raise it $6? It don't make sense.
Foster agrees with Shane and Burgess. They think the ridership will drop with the higher cost.
Your bus fare go up next week, you're going to have a lot less people riding. Just telling you.
A new price riders will have to decide if worth paying. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Again, that rate increase takes effect on Thursday, January 1st, next week. Indigo delayed the increase for paratransit users until July 1st. Well, in just the last few hours, the Indy Fuel postponed tonight's game and tomorrow's home game. That's 3 postponements now in the past 24 hours. It all stems from the players' strike. The Professional Hockey Players Association says the ECHL has not addressed concerns of player pay, safety, and health. No word when the games will be rescheduled, but the Fuel says they will contact fans about tomorrow's home game. We'll keep you posted on what they say. We are now just days away from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. IU and Alabama facing off in the college football playoff. IU has had a perfect season and now sits atop the rankings. So this is, of course, a big moment for the Hoosiers. But it is also a big moment for an Indiana high school. Brownsburg High School is out in California right now getting ready for the Rose Bowl parade. Check out this picture they posted on Facebook of the trucks headed that way. They also shared many of the band members flew out this morning. We talked to some of them earlier this month about the excitement of playing in such a huge parade.
It's very exciting. You have all these thoughts in your head, you're planning it out. You know it's going to be a long, exhausting parade, but it's just the excitement and seeing new places and all these new people and experiencing something amazing.
You can watch the Rose Bowl parade right here on Channel 13 at 11 a.m. New Year's Day. And don't forget, Dominic Miranda, Eli Gain, and Rich Nye are all going to California ahead of the parade and the game. You can watch their coverage right here on Channel 13 and on WTHR Plus all throughout the week. Well, happening tomorrow, the Colts taking on the Jaguars as they try to hold on to that slim playoff chance. Kickoff tomorrow is at 1 o'clock at Lucas Oil Stadium. But tonight, the team's also watching the Texans-Chargers game. Here's why. If the Texans win, the Colts' playoff hopes are basically done. We'll have an update for you on that game tonight on 13 News at 11. Still ahead tonight at 6, a winter storm making travel tough. How airports are handling it as millions try to make it back home after the holidays. Rob?
And we're also tracking temperatures in the mid-60s before they tumble in a huge way. Wait until you see those temperatures next week coming up.
Plus, a big development overseas. Dozens hurt in strikes on Kyiv. What the Ukrainian president is saying tonight this means for the war.